The insurgencies that affected parts of Eastern and Northern Uganda nearly 4 decades ago left many people devastated, resulting in loss of life and destruction of property, including herds of cattle. Although the government had for years pledged to compensate those who lost their cattle, the commitment was only fulfilled in November last year when President Yoweri Museveni, while campaigning for re-election, directed that the victims be compensated.
I want us to think about this seriously, then we shall discuss more about it.
Consequently, the Office of the Prime Minister was allocated 80 billion shillings to implement the program. However, the compensation exercise faced several delays arising from various challenges. Today, the Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister, Alex Kakoza, announced that the program has officially commenced with 559 households who have already received the government-approved compensation of 5 million shillings per household for cattle lost during the insurgencies. A total of 2.8 billion shillings has so far been disbursed from the 80 billion allocation.
2025-2026, Office of the Prime Minister was allocated 80 billion. And this 80 billion will cover 16,000 households, because each household is supposed to receive 5 million under this program.
According to Kakoza, the 80 billion fund is intended to benefit 16,000 households. Of these, 11,504 households have already been verified and approved, while the 559 households have received the 5 million Ugandan shillings compensation package. The government aims to complete payments to all approved beneficiaries before the end of the 2025-2026 financial year.
Phase of disbursement is expected at the end of this month. Therefore, government wishes to clarify that no funds are handled by the parish chiefs, because some people have been saying, the parish chiefs will be the ones to pay. Money goes directly to the beneficiaries.
The first beneficiaries under the program include the elderly, persons with disabilities, former abductees, people affected by insurgent activities, and female-headed households. Under the program, local government leaders, including parish committees, have been tasked with ensuring transparency in the selection process and preventing fraud. They've also been urged to encourage beneficiaries to use the funds to restock cattle.
All district leaders and technical teams are therefore urged to expedite the submission and upload of verified beneficiary data to avoid further delays. We appeal to the local governments that have not uploaded, I've already mentioned them, data on the PDMIS to expedite the upload. We also appeal to the technical and political leadership of the 33 local governments to be vigilant during the selection and verification of beneficiaries, as well as monitoring and supervising the exercise to ensure the program objectives are realized.
Despite the high cost of cattle today, Kakoza said Cabinet resolved that each household should receive shillings 5 million based on an estimated value of 1 million shillings per cow.
It was very difficult to determine the price per area. They vary per district, but Cabinet decided we shall buy 5 animals. We shall give 5 million for them to buy five cows.
However, districts such as Lamu, Noya, Padel and Agago have not yet submitted their beneficiary lists, a situation that has slowed implementation of the program in those areas.
We have had some delays in some districts, because you'll find that some districts have already uploaded almost all their beneficiaries, but some local governments have not uploaded a beneficiary list on the system.
Regions including So, Lango and Acholi are the first to benefit from the program, with expectations that other regions will also be covered over the next 7 years.
The beneficiaries are still very few in these parishes who are getting the money. So don't worry about inflation in these areas. And it's going to be implemented over a period of time, over 7 years or so. So probably not. But in future, if there is need, government will again look at it and yeah, they can look at the figures we are providing.
In 2014, a court ruled that every person who had cattle stolen or lost during the insurgencies in Eastern and Northern Uganda should be compensated at 90,000 shillings per cow. However, the government later resolved to provide a flat compensation package of 5 million Ugandan shillings per household, which officials say is sufficient to purchase 3 heifers and 2 bulls. Some affected communities have opposed this arrangement, arguing that many households lost hundreds of cattle and the compensation is inadequate. President Museveni has, however, maintained that public funds should be used in a way that promotes development and sustainable livelihoods. He has repeatedly stated that he does not want to find communities still trapped in poverty after receiving government support.
And anybody who is a minister, if I come to your area and I find that you have not done it, I will sack you. There's no need why. It is because I'm polite. I don't want to embarrass people. Ministers are mature people. You talk thinking that they will. But if people don't care about their own people, why should I care about them?
Becca Senyonga Mulinde, NTV Tonight.